वर्णिवेशरमणीयदर्शनम् मन्दहासरुचिराननाम्बुजम् पूजितं सुरनरोत्तमैर्मुदा धर्मनन्दनमहं विचिन्तये धर्मनन्दनमहं विचिन्तये श्री घनश्याम महाराजनी जय. Supreme Almighty, our beloved Ghanshyam Maharaj, our pathmaker to liberation, our Pujya Guruji, Pujya Bhagatji, and all of you devotees, Jai Swaminarayan. As on every Sunday, we are discussing about Bhaktachintamani's Parcha Prakran, meaning miracles happen in the life of Bhagwan Swaminarayan's devotee, Bhagwan Swaminarayan's Santo, and even female devotees. Last Sunday we have discussed some miracles happen in life of female devotees of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. How Bhagwan Swaminarayan protected his female devotees. We have discussed last Sunday. Now today we have 133 chapter of Bhaktachintamani. In this chapter, Sadguru Sri Niskudanand Swami describes 3 miracles happen in different devotees. First, once upon a time, Bhagwan Swaminarayan was performing a grand Vishnu Yag in Dabhan. Dabhan is a small town near Vardal. Now, in that town, Bhagwan Swaminarayan had decided to celebrate sacrificial ceremony on very grand level. Bhagwan Swaminarayan had decided to feed thousands of Brahmins in this sacrificial ceremony. And for that, to attend this ceremony and celebration, to have a darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, most of the devotees far and near, they gather in Dabhan. Not only nearest villagers, but devotees very far from Dabhan, they also walk to Dabhan for having darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. But anyhow, because of any reason, some devotees of southern Gujarat, meaning southern Gujarat, some part of southern Gujarat which known as Sorat, some devotees of Sorat, they did not know about this festival, or anyhow they did not attend this celebration, and that's why they have no any chance to have darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. That's why those devotees have very pain and sorrow in their heart, because they have no any darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. But before that, first Bhagwan Swaminarayan celebrated this festival on very grand level. Bhagwan had invited all the devotees, all santos, all the other villagers and everybody. Why Bhagwan Swaminarayan gather or call so many devotees and even non-devotees, many Brahmins? What can be the reason for that? First reason is that at the time of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, most of Hindu rituals, most of Hindu festivals, they are celebrated but not in proper way. All the festivals and rituals performed by the people, but not in the way that is described in the scriptures. Festivals and rituals at the time become a part of an enjoyment, but not a real ritual or not a real festival. The meaning of celebration, the proper meaning of celebration, that was not remain in the celebration. And that's why Bhagwan Swaminarayan had decided to reconstruct the original method, the original system to celebrate these festivals and perform the original rituals. Even at that time, most of Hindu, most of the Hindu Brahmins or Hindus, they perform many sacrificial ceremonies, but they perform these ceremonies with killing of the animals. And Bhagwan Swaminarayan is against of any kind of killing of any even insect or any animals, birds, etc. And that's why to stop this killing an animal in sacrifice, meaning to hurt anybody while offering devotion to Bhagwan, Bhagwan Swaminarayan had to reconstruct this original method and system of devotion and sacrifice. He had performed this grand level sacrificial ceremony in Daban. The another reason is that Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself shows the another reason for celebration in third Vachanamrita of Garuda first chapter. Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself says, I gather all the devotees, all my santos, all brahmacharis, all of you, because even at the time of death, a devotee or a non-devotee forget the form of Bhagwan, and instead of Bhagwan or instead of anything else, if we remember at the time of death these sadhu or brahmachari or even devotees or even the celebration, then with the association of such holy things or holy persons, a devotee or a non-devotee, he automatically remember the whole celebration. And that's why, because of celebration, he definitely remember Bhagwan also. And as one who remember Bhagwan at the time of death, he will definitely attain the divine abode of God. That is why Bhagwan Swaminarayan celebrate each and all festivals on very grand level and invite all kinds of people, not only adults but also child or and old age people, all not only renunciant devotee but also household devotees, females devotees also. This is the main reason to gather all these people in the celebration, that is all have darshan of Bhagwan, as well as due to darshan of Bhagwan they all will attain divine abode of Bhagwan, that is Akshardham. These main two reasons behind these celebrations. To fulfill these two reasons, Bhagwan Swaminarayan performing grand level sacrifice in Daban. He had invited all of santos, all devotees, all female devotees, even villagers of nearby. Not only that, but all kinds of Brahmins. Bhagwan Swaminarayan had decided to feed Brahmins in whatever they wish. Even they want all the days sweets or whatever they want. But Bhagwan Swaminarayan decided to feed the Brahmins. And this sacrifice in Daban, Bhagwan Swaminarayan had celebrated this festival 18 days. Throughout 18 days, 2 times in a day, Bhagwan Swaminarayan feed many thousands of Brahmins. In this festival, the Brahmin gather in this festival, they came in Daban only to eat, not for any other purpose. The another group of Brahmin, they were not a devotee or they are not a believer of Bhagwan. They did not believe in Bhagwan, and that's why they only came there to disturb the system, disturb the administration in the sacrifice, and in this way they want to violate the celebration. On the other hand, the devotees, they gather to show Bhagwan Swaminarayan's message, Bhagwan Swaminarayan's real purpose behind the celebration, and the devotees gather in this sacrifice, in this celebration, to have a darshan of Bhagwan himself. In the minds and in the hearts of devotees, they have only one thing: to enjoy Bhagwan Swaminarayan's divine darshan. But any reason, some devotees did not attend this festival. When they knew about this grand level festival Bhagwan Swaminarayan was performing, then they have more grief in their heart, as not they become a part of this celebration. And that's why they also decided to go to Daban only to have darshan of Bhagwan. They have two leaders, Parvat Bhai and Mayaram Bhatt. They all gather, and the devotees, a group of devotees of South Gujarat, they decided to walk towards Daban only to enjoy Bhagwan Swaminarayan's divine darshan. Now they have started to walk towards Daban. But when they reach on 15 to 20 miles, Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself appeared there on his horse. Not only Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself, but with many devotees and santo. They meet this group of devotees led by Parvat Bhai and Mayaram Bhatt. They want to have darshan of Bhagwan, and Bhagwan himself appeared there. In actual sense, Bhagwan Swaminarayan was not at the time in the way, but Bhagwan Swaminarayan at the time was performing sacrifice in Daban. But Bhagwan Swaminarayan knew that the devotees have no any transportation facilities, and as they walk towards Daban, they can reach Daban only after 18 days, meaning the sacrifice is over, celebration is over, and they did not enjoy the celebration, and there was no any meaning of walking from southern Gujarat to middle part of Gujarat in Daban. And that's why Bhagwan Swaminarayan appeared there with his divine form. So all the devotees have darshan of Bhagwan, and they all become fulfilled because they have grief that we have no chance of Bhagwan Swaminarayan's darshan. And that's why, to fulfill their desire to have darshan of Bhagwan, Bhagwan himself came to grace his devotees with his darshan. Now here is the point: to have darshan. Bhagwan's darshan is a kind of devotion. Mostly the devotees doing darshan only on first stage. There are many stages. There are many steps to have a perfect darshan. Most of the devotees, they do darshan, and most of them, they never remember what color of clothes Bhagwan had done. Most of the devotees, they forgot what color or what types of ornaments Bhagwan have wear on his body. So the first stage of having darshan, that is only a glimpse of Bhagwan, that just I have see the divine form of Bhagwan. When devotees enter into Mandir, they have just glimpses on the form of Bhagwan, whether Bhagwan was sitting or standing in Sinhasan. They have no any other concern. But the other devotees who are more advanced than those who are on first stage, those devotees, they're they're doing darshan of Bhagwan with more concentration. They remember what color of clothes Bhagwan had done, what kinds of ornaments Bhagwan had wear, what kinds of garlands. In this way, some devotees remember Bhagwan's clothes and ornaments. Now, more than that, another kinds of devotees who are more advanced than those, the devotees who are on second steps. These third types of devotees, they not only remember Bhagwan's clothes and ornaments, but also they remember and they do the darshan of Bhagwan's divine face, Bhagwan's eyes, even Bhagwan's hair, Bhagwan's ears, meaning all limbs of Bhagwan. They do darshan. And some other devotees who are more advanced, they not only remember and they not only see the Bhagwan's clothes and ornaments and Bhagwan's all limbs, but the more advanced devotees, they even remember and see the Bhagwan's divine til and chinha on the idol of Bhagwan. And more than that, those who are more advanced in spirituality, those devotees, they even cannot believe that this is the idol of Bhagwan. They believe that this is Bhagwan himself. Just as we meet any person and we never believe that that is not that person but the statue of that person, in the same way, the devotees who are more advanced in devotion, more advanced in spirituality, they believe that there is no any idol but Bhagwan himself. And in this way, there is different steps, different steps and stages to have a darshan of Bhagwan. These devotees, this group of devotees of Surat, they have more desire to have darshan of Bhagwan, and Bhagwan himself came to grace those devotees with his divine darshan. Now, after having darshan, they all became fulfilled. And as they became fulfilled, Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself instructed all of them not to walk more for going Daban, but instead of going to Daban, they should go back to their home. Because their aim to have darshan of Bhagwan, that was fulfilled. But the devotees, they all invited Bhagwan. They all requested Bhagwan, Swaminarayan, please Maharaj, sanctify our homes. Please come to our home. Bhagwan said, I am on horse. I have other devotees with me, and that's why you will come slowly as you are walking, and on a horse I'll definitely come first before you in your village. So I'm going to your village, you will come later. By saying this, Bhagwan Swaminarayan go for some distance and he disappear with the devotees, because that is not actual form of Bhagwan, but Bhagwan assuming a divine form. He only appeared there to grace the devotees with his darshan. When those devotees reached their home, And when in the village, they asked the other devotees or the villagers, where is Bhagwan Swaminarayan? They said, here there is nobody came here in our village after your departing. Then one of wise devotees, who was more advanced in spirituality, he said to other devotees, as we have darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, that is not actual darshan, but we have a divine darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan graces with his divine darshan, but actually Bhagwan himself was now in Daban and he was celebrating the grand festivals. In this way, the devotees of South Gujarat, meaning Surat, they got a miracle in their life. Now another incident happened in two devotees that is described in this Bhaktachintamani's 133 chapter. The one devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, Uddhavji, he was a businessman, but he was not only doing his business all the day, but while doing any activity, while whether he was busy in his duty in business or in a house, whether he was eating or whether he was sitting, meaning in all activities, he remembered Bhagwan Swaminarayan. These devotees, Uddhavji was staunch devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, and that's why he remembered Bhagwan's divine form whole the day. Even while doing his business, he remembered Bhagwan Swaminarayan. More time he passes in the day by chanting Bhagwan Swaminarayan's holy name. This is his day-to-day activities. Once upon a day, he was alone in his business place. There, 4 kidnappers came, and as Uddhavji was alone, there was nobody there. That's why 4 dacoits, they kidnapped Uddhavji. They brought Uddhavji in one of nearest jungle. Under one of huge tree in the jungle, they tied Uddhavji with the rope to the tree, and then after, the boss of the dacoit, he instructed Uddhavji, you have only 2 options. Either you give us whatever we want from you, meaning whatever we desire, money from you, you will give us, or we will send you to death. This is the choice in your hand. Whether you want to give us money or whether you want to give us your life, that is your decision. Now Uddhavji had no much money. What those dacoits, the kidnappers, they desire, and he had no any other chance to relieve from the bondage of these kidnappers. But as even in all of his activities, he remembered Bhagwan Swaminarayan day and night. That's why now he was habituated to remember Bhagwan Swaminarayan in all of his activities, all kinds of condition in his life. And Uddhavji remember Bhagwan Swaminarayan even this critical situation. Most of the people who believe in religion or who believe in spirituality or who believe in God, they mostly remember Bhagwan when they feel some situation in that they feel fear of death or even any kind of fear. The people remember Bhagwan. But Uddhavji was not such kind of devotees who only remember Bhagwan in uh, critical situation. But Uddhavji's daily routine was to remember Bhagwan Swaminarayan in all activities. And that's why he remembered Bhagwan even in his critical situation. He prayed to Bhagwan, Bhagwan, I have no any other chance to live more, and I have no more money to give these kidnappers. But as Bhagwan Swaminarayan appeared, as the devotee Uddhavji, he requested and he was praying to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan, with his divine form, he appeared there in front of Uddhavji. The kidnappers did not visualize the divine form of Bhagwan, but Uddhavji, as he was a staunch devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, he has divine vision to see divine form of Bhagwan. And Bhagwan said, Uddhavji, don't worry, I'll make all the arrangements for you. Kidnappers, they will not hurt you. And by saying this, Bhagwan Swaminarayan disappeared. Now, Uddhavji had no worry, no tension, nothing. He was happy. And he just chanting Bhagwan Swaminarayan's holy name. On the other hand, Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself went to the house of the boss of the kidnappers. In the house of kidnappers, Bhagwan Swaminarayan met kidnapper's wife. He said to his wife, Bhagwan says, your husband had kidnapped my devotees, and he will just coming to your house with my devotees. So if you want to relieve from this sin to hurt my devotees, you should relieve my devotee. His name was Uddhavji, immediately, and then only you and your husband will be relieved from this greatest sin. By saying, Bhagwan Swaminarayan disappeared from the house of the kidnappers, and when the kidnappers came to his house with Uddhavji, his wife instructed and passed Bhagwan Swaminarayan's message to her husband, and the boss of the kidnappers. Even he could not believe in God, but as his wife had said that Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself appeared here with his divine form, and he had instructed me to do this, to relieve this duty of Bhagwan Uddhavji. And when the kidnappers knew this incident, he relieved the next day, he relieved Uddhavji, not only relieved, but he had he offered some gift to Uddhavji, and he offered some new clothes to Uddhavji, and then after he relieved this Uddhavji. In this way, in the life of Uddhavji, Bhagwan Swaminarayan inspired this divine miracle, this divine incident that Bhagwan himself gave him darshan in his critical situation and even protected him from the dangers. This is what miracle happened in life of Uddhavji. Now the another devotee whose name was Jadavji. Once upon a time, Jadavji was a staunch devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. He went to another town to meet his relative. In the town, in the house of his relatives, there is one function, the social function, and that's why they have invited many peoples from the towns to for dinner. And as in a dinner party, the another friends of Jadavji was also there. They all enjoy the food. As Jadavji and his another four friends, they all fond of food, fond of eating delicious food, and that's why in the dinner party they all eat too much, just double than they regularly eat. Now, after completing their dinner, when they came back to their room, now they could not feel very good in their stomach, and they have eat more. Now, in near they have one doctor. The doctor is called Vaid in India at the time. There is no any kind of medicine which we can see today, which we can use today, but only some herbal medicine there. And they approach that doctor. They want some medicine for fast digesting. Now the doctor was unknown. They met first time. The doctor, as he was an old age, so by mistake, instead of giving a medicine for digesting, he had given a medicine in which poisonous chemical was mixed. Now they all ate the medicine by trusting the doctors, and all the four friends of Jadavji, they after some time they met the death, meaning they all died. Jadavji had also eat the medicine, and but as he was devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan and his final desire to have darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, so he could not die, but he could not live properly. He was a controversial situation. Neither he can live, neither he can die. This is the situation. Even he was just near to unconscious state. He could not speak, he could not move, nothing. He was just sleeping. But as a devotee of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, he had a strong desire to have darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan at this critical situation, and as he knew that my all my friends they would die, I definitely will die. But before die, he wants to have darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan, and that's why even he could not speak. Still, he tried to speak and he tried to pray to Bhagwan Swaminarayan. With his affectionate heart, all kinds of feelings, he prayed to Bhagwan Swaminarayan that, "Oh Lord of Lords, O Bhagwan Swaminarayan, you are Almighty God. Please grace me with your darshan." And Bhagwan Swaminarayan appeared there with his divine form and graced Jadavji with his divine darshan. Bhagwan Swaminarayan said, "Don't worry, I do not want to bring you in my Akshardham, but I want to, I wish that you should live on this earth more." And that's why when Bhagwan disappeared, Jadavji, as he had nothing, just he just as an ordinary person who wake up from sleeping, Jadavji also the same way he got up from his bed just as he was just sleeping. In this way, Bhagwan Swaminarayan, with this divine method, divinely appeared there, graced the devotees with his divine darshan, and saved life of devotees. By describing these three miracles happen in the life of some group of devotees of Sorat, devotees Uddhavji, and the another devotee is Jadavji. Bhagwan Swaminarayan himself graced those devotees. Even today, if one who has a strong desire to have a darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan fulfill all the prayers, all their wishes of the devotees. But the condition is that a devotee must be firm, staunch, and he must be follow each and every commands of Bhagwan Swaminarayan. In this way, Sadguru Sri Niskudanand Swami described these miracles, these incidents happen in the life of devotees, and the devotees who got divine darshan of Bhagwan Swaminarayan even in their critical situation. In this way, Sadguru Niskudanand Swami concluded this 130th chapter by describing these miracles happen in the life of devotees. By saying this, Jai Swaminarayan. Sri Ghanshyam Maharajani Jai.